Good evening and welcome back to my channel. This is SaxonWarrior and we are currently doing a run through of Alan Wake. Now last time I told you that I have had no experience with this universe. I just read some of the descriptions, some of the threads about the game that looked very, very interesting, and we just dove right in. So we completed chapter 1 last time, and so we're going to continue this game on chapter 2. Let's do it.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Wow. We've got a nice place.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Oh my gosh, I love these bookshelves. Can you actually read any of these books? One of our rooms in our house is just wall-to-wall bookshelves. I love books. Alright, cool. Clearly they are readers too. Kindred spirits. Well, I guess that makes sense. He's a writer. Oh, they got a new TV. I bet I know where that's going. I wonder where they live. Chicago? Can I run? Oh, not inside, apparently.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Ooh! Clearly they have a healthy relationship. Ooh, more books. More books. Alan Wake. Return to Sender. What I Can't Forget. Alex Casey, The Things That I Want. Fallout Casey. Alright, so I have published like 5 books. Is this like an award? The double pistols that I've earned?
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me.
That's awfully grim.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan! Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
I'm right here, baby.
I'm fine. Just get the lights
Honey,
back on.
it's a
now,
power outage.
Please.
I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
If she's afraid of the dark, how do they sleep? Do they sleep with the lights on? That takes some getting used to.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake?
That's right, we were in a car accident. We hit our head.
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Bright Falls.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Cauldron Lake. Cauldron Lake Lodge. We are southeast of the town. So we walked all the way from Cauldron Lake to Bright Falls
I believe
last
you'll
night?
find the sheriff in her office. Just go down the corridor.
I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there.
Always pays off to look around. That way? No. Oh, it's the crazy old lady from the diner.
Everything seems to be fine. I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark. I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now. Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
Just think around. Ooh, thermos. And manuscript pages. Very nice.
This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now. My wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
Ooh.
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the brake float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsal today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor. That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
She'd fit right in where I come from.
As you can see, she's a little obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town, refuses to step on shadows, things like that.
I wonder what date it is in the game. Wow, there's a lot of missing people in this town. Is that like a pet raccoon?
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd locked me up. Excuse me. I need to take this.
It's a Verizon.
Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside
What?
the shelter. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here.
Am I still in the same
The
building?
cops are gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
I need some fresh air. Can I go out? In the back, maybe?
Of course, Mr. Wake. I understand. You can get there through the cells. Deputy Grant can show you the way.
I'm sorry. All of this, it's just a lot to take in.
Take your time, Mr. Wake. I understand. Can I ask you what the call was about, Mr. Wake?
It's personal.
Well, we are looking for your wife, and I'm going to need your cooperation if I'm going to help you.
I need a moment, after I get some fresh air.
Okay. You can find me here. We'll talk when you feel up to it.
Oh, you should have just told her, dude. Tell the Popo.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I thought he'd quit drinking for good.
Mister! Hey, can you turn the light? The light's on! The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me. I need it to be bright in here. Thank you, man, thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy.
Well, after I saw last night, I understand.
Tell you
Ooh,
different.
manuscript.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the Dark Presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power. The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need some beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife? The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car. Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable little outing. They are not accountable for their actions, of course. I can assure you that my staff has been reprimanded.
Tor and Odin never caused any trouble to anyone when they were still living at their farm.
Indeed. All we can do is to slow down the progress of their dementia.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey!
Ooh,
Take
nice.
it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake!
Oh, Rose.
Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
No, don't do that.
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a Swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you.
Oh, gross. Just what I need as a stalker. Interesting.
Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice, and everything's just...
Do you understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure.
I was just over there.
Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call.
Yeah, man up, man.
Later?
No, this whole thing...
Wait here.
Listen, you hit your head.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk.
Good, it's nice
spot,
and easy. Because who doesn't want to go hiking through the forest in the middle of the
Freak
night?
me out? It's working. Ha ha! Let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now. Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al, you make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of stuff. You're the skeptic. You gave me an hour-long lecture on homeopathy last month. What was it? If there's no proof, it's pure bullshit. Period.
Guess the laugh's on me then.
Al, come on! I mean, okay. Okay, maybe something weird happened to you, okay?
Well, thanks for the heartfelt vote of confidence.
All I'm saying is you gotta throw me a bone here, bestseller. What would you think if it was me? There's no way you should be going out at midnight with a gun.
No one asked you to come here, Barry. Either work with me on this or go straight back to New York. Your choice.
Uh-huh.
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al? Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Achoo! Achoo!
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Achoo!
Bless you.
Hey, this one has a refrigerator. That's an improvement. I go out the back door? I can. I guess this is the front door.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Locking the door now.
Ooh, hot tub. With another thermos. Walking around. What would I get for collecting thermoses? Okay, the well is for aesthetics only. Nothing around here. I do have a revolver. Very good. So, manuscript.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
maybe, hang on. Do you remember back when in the other scene where we were at the apartment like 3 years ago, and I was looking at all those books that he had already written? What if I'm a character in his book, and like I'm listening to the author narrate the story, and I'm just a character in the story.
And they had Alice. Barry had the keys to the car he rented.
Like the author is writing a book about an author who writes books, who had a psychotic break. And Alice and Barry are just characters within that book. It wasn't terrifying at all.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage. No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly. But I'm going to check out the bicycle. And I'll be one of the Python nest judges, too.
Ooh. It's doing that foggy thing again. Can I get inside this trailer? No. Come on, Mr. Patriots. Maybe there's more ammo. Oh. Ooh, that is not a good sign. Let's move up the pistol.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs.
Ooh, that's where I'm from.
Tonight's episode, The Man in the Mirror.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Had it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took a kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face?
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
How about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. But the white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me?
I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
This town is weird. Okay, like, did they get ambushed on the road or something?
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. "Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page."
It's like somebody got attacked on the road or something. Woohoo, we got caught. Oh, no portraits, I guess. Ooh, another manuscript.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
That's unfortunate for Rusty. I like how my battery doesn't go down at all unless I focus. And then it like starts to bleed real heavy. And then it recharges itself. Fallen Rock Zone. Visitor Center.
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me! Anybody? Help me! Help! Help me! Can you hear me? Anyone? Please, help! Help me! Hello? Back here. I'm back here.
Oh my.
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page.
Oh, that's creepy. We just read that.
Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
Oh my. Oh my, it must have been huge. I don't understand. Where do I go? Can I let the doggy out?
Shh. Good boy.
Maybe the other building.
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on. The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way. Felt the broken ribs stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
Yeah, I think I am a character in the book the author is writing. I think that is what's going on. That's my theory.
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
You know, really, this would be a very interesting idea for an actual book. Like a book where the darkness itself, or something that only lives in the darkness, is the enemy and hunts people, and so people have to live in cities where... Oh my, what was that?
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty!
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness. Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Oh. I'm oblivious.
Please don't feed the animals.
Fishing
is only permitted for those visitors
who purchase a park
fishing
license to obey. Rusty, no! Never! 2 bears and wolves never approach any other closer than
25 yards.
Pets must be leashed. Never leave your pet
unattended.
It is
against the law.
So fast. many bullets does it take? Oh, what are those? More creepy dudes. Oh boy. Oh no, they killed the dog. Well, now I have to hunt them and kill them all. How can you kill a dog? That is the true measure of evil, killing a puppy. That's terrifying. What is knocking down 100-foot trees? I have to go down there? Okay, so this is like a checkpoint. Safeness in the light. And there's no ammo left.
What? What the hell was that? I saw it from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
Oh, wait, yes. Emergency. No, the trail is that way, but let's go down here. Exploring. Kind of an ominous sign. Oh, well, maybe this was the way I was supposed to go the whole time.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Let's go to Moonshine Cave, though. Bad things are in caves, right? No, good things are in caves. Follow the golden arrow. Okay. Moonshine Cave. Yes. With a shotgun. Only batteries. 2 rounds of a shotgun and batteries. Well, I need the batteries, but still. It would have been nice if you gave me something like more ammo. It's almost as if the town knows that they've got a problem. Especially that crazy old lady who was at the diner and then at the sheriff's office. Oh, great. Now the light is out. Grab batteries. Oh! Oh, there's one behind me. Okay. It always gets my heart rate up. No rounds left. And all I want to do is come over here and see if I can use the bathroom. The answer is no. I would like everyone to note that I stayed on the path and I still have problems. Maybe that's it. Remember, you gotta explore. What is over here? Not feed the wildlife. Ooh, manuscript page.
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him. From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart too, knew a lot about what was going on in the town, knew a lot about Al, even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Al rarely saw eye to eye.
Is that alluding to the fact that I have a quality wife and Rose is not quality? Or that Rose is quality and I don't have a quality wife? Or that I am picky and Barry is not? Why, Barry? Okay. Old car. Just a random old truck. That typically means bad things are going to happen. Get to the light. Sprint, man, sprint! Okay. Light. Ooh. Ammo. Shotgun. Very good. Almost out of rounds. Why would I want to read this? Now is not the time for reading. No, I do not have the rounds for that. Ow! do I do? I only have a single bullet left. Oh, come on. Oh. I thought I could get by them. Okay, there's a checkpoint, right? There's a checkpoint. Okay, okay. So we know there's going to be baddies here. Let's try to draw them out, be more efficient so we cover. Whoa! Okay, I have a little bit more ammo than I did last time. Wish I had a flare gun so bad. Ouch! I just jumped. Oh, you can't hit me. You can't hit me. But I can shoot you. So he came at me with a scythe. Where are these people coming from? No! Dodge! Crap. Run, 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 run. No! Oh, come on! Stupid! You're being chased! Run! Oh, that's not fair! That's not fair! Can I not grab an axe? I have no bullets, I have no bullets, I have no bullets. Stay away. That was intense. Reload. I am literally fighting shadows. Can't pull the axe out, because why would I want to use an axe against these things? Maybe I have magical bullets. Axes can't shoot through shadows, but magical bullets can. What's this say? Taken are filled with darkness. Yeah, I know that. Bear alert. Well, if I get killed by a bear, that'd be ironic, wouldn't it? Can I deploy the bear against the Taken? Where are you getting your crazy weapons? That was literally a baseball bat with spikes through it. Why? This is so unnecessary. You are huge. Oh, this again. Oh! He clocked me. Come on. Oh, stop that. You suck, dude. Run, 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 run. Why the freaking... Would you stop? Okay, go. Sprint! Sprint! Have you no stamina, man? Sprint! Light, light, run for the light. Run for the light. Oh! Ow! No bullets. I have no bullets. I have no bullets. I have no bullets. How am I supposed to get in there? Okay. Jump.
Agent Nightingale didn't want to be in Bright Falls. These little communities revolted him, and he didn't like the trees or the coffee. He now knew that impossible horrors lurked behind the storefronts and smiles. He desperately wanted to turn the car around and just drive until he passed out or ran out of road and booze. But he had a job to do. He had a rider to catch, at any cost.
Oh, we're missing so many pages. What does that mean? Is Nightingale an enemy? Is he an ally? I have no bullets and it scares me to death. I have no bullets and it scares me to death. Is there no melee? Real quick. Options. Controls. Vertical aiming controller. Nope.
Shit.
Oh, come on. Oh, no, come on. Please be
Come on, we
Nightingale.
gotta get moving. More of them coming. That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares will keep the bastards away.
You can see them too?
Hell, of course I see him. Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but...
Let's move!
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake! You better keep up.
Oh. Well, do something, dude. Okay, well, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with that. Whoa!
Well, of course I see him. Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but...
Let's move!
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake! You better keep up! What I got for you!
Shoot them! Shoot them!
Lover's Peak, right up these stairs, Wake. Use the flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Give me the gun.
Yeah, no can do, Wake. Are you kidding? Give me the gun! No time for back talk. Hold them off, damn it.
I already used all the flares. Crap. Hold back the taken.
A little longer. Scare them off.
I wish I could.
Get them right on those bastards. That'll keep them off.
Alright, dodge, dodge. Ow.
Just a little longer. I almost got it. Okay, it's over.
Into the light, into the light.
You just keep coming. Oh, you feeling better now, Wake? All cozy and safe.
Yes.
Better get ready. They'll be on us soon.
Can I have some ammo, please? Ooh, a thermos.
This is it, Wake. The last stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming. Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming! That's not how this goes. Get with the program.
Why would we back ourselves into a corner like this? Shoot, shoot, shoot! Oh, come on. You're terrible.
flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming. Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming! That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake.
This is hard. You are a terrible shot, dude. Yeah, I wish you'd stop saying that too.
Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I knew you were gonna say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're gonna bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her out.
Respect.
You're gonna give me the manuscript, or you'll be sorry.
No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here! He had Alice, and he wanted the manuscript because he thought it held something. On more than one occasion, Alice had tried to explain to me how it felt to be afraid of the dark. To her, darkness wasn't simply the absence of light, but something more tangible than that. It was something you could touch and feel. Worse than that, it was something with a mind of its own, something malicious and malign. For her, things changed when they were wrapped in darkness. They turned into something else, something foreign, and nothing was safe or innocent anymore. I'd never really understood what she meant, until now.
Yeah, they must definitely sleep in the light.
But I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move.
So, was that just a waste, or is there a manuscript over here? Oop. I did that for no reason. Bear trap. Ow!
What the hell?
I didn't walk on one.
Like hell. I was stuck.
Make it through the woods. Great. It's a minefield. Why are there so many bear traps? This makes no sense. Get off this path. Cross the log, go, 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 go. This game is so cool. Dodge. This is like the hills have eyes. As if they're possessed lumberjacks. Night. Nope. Apparently that's too far. That is too far to jump. Alright, let's play through this ambush again. 3 go to my right. Ow. Dead. Dead. Ow. I think it's funny that the button for sprint and dodge is the same. So when you try to sprint, he dodges first. Let's go up.
The night had been one desperate situation after another. I was exhausted, and my body felt as though it had been chewed up and spat out. The flashlight was heavy in my hand, and each pull of the trigger sent a painful shock up my arm. But I was finally out of the woods, and things were looking up. That's when I heard the chainsaw.
Oh, this is gonna be like a boss at the end of this. Nice hunting rifle. Back into the light. direction. There's a downed plane. This whole place is so strange.
I had heard the plane fall. It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen here, but it was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it said that it had exploded.
That way. Okay. Normally they're much easier to find than this. Okay. Is there more arrows? Where is the goodie box? The goodie box. Give me goodies. I need goodies. It's up this way. More hints. I need more hints. Man, this is rough. Alright, moving on. I can't stay here. We gotta go. Okay, well that's kind of cool. Oh. Move. Light, light, light. Oh, how do I get the light? Come on. There's the top of the mill. How do I do that?
The logging site was a mess. The modular office had been pushed off the cliff. Deputy Thornton climbed up from the wreckage excited, breathing hard from the exertion. Nobody there. It's weird. Don't you think that's weird? Bored, Mulligan let out a mighty snort. Hell, it's always weird, Thornton. Just a question of sorting out what kind of weird it is this time around.
Am I going to have to collect every page from every chapter in order to get my wife back? I just thought of that. He demanded the entire manuscript. I have no idea what he's talking about, my character at least. So, am I going to have to go and get every single page?
When Barry saw the darkness attack the visitor center, it made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot, they hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had changed, like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show. When the birds started attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified.
Flares is never a good sign. Darkness.
Beware of Widowmakers.
Where's her face?
stirred and the wind picked up as I ran through the forest. I felt the dark presence turning its gaze toward me. Then the moonlight was blotted out by dark shadows that raced violently across the ground, moving too swiftly to be natural. Darkness gathered between the trees and melted again to reveal the Taken. No natural path had brought them here.
It's a light. Go to the light. Run to the light. It worries me that I have so much ammo. Trees falling.
Is a hazardous occupation.
Oh, there's the chainsaw. You're a problem. Minions first. Guys, my heart rate is so high right now.
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got all Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
Am I crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on. I still had to reach Barry at the cabin, but at least I was out of the woods.
This is a long chapter. We might have to break this up into 2 parts.
I'd have to get the car from the locked garage. It would get me back to Barry faster, and the headlights were a welcome bonus.
This is the bathroom.
The FBI agent's command froze me in place. I considered surrender. It was all falling apart anyway. I could give in, let someone else deal with it, but it felt all wrong. Call it instinct, his posture, the way he held the gun. He was no friend. Shots ringing in my ears, I leaped for the hole in the fence and stumbled into the darkness beyond.
Great. Okay, so Nightingale is not a friend. I don't have time to watch movies. Is there any ammo? Knock knock, ladies? Ladies? Alright. Ooh, you are rewarded. I'll have to say that I was rewarded for going to the women's restroom, but that's what happened. Keys to the garage. Yep, I'm looking for keys. I don't know, where would I find...
I needed the garage key to get to the car.
Duh, I understand that. But it wasn't in the bathroom.
The garage key had to be somewhere nearby.
Yeah, I would agree. Unless I missed it in the bathroom. Okay, men's restroom. Garage key. Where do you leave it on the counter? Ugh, did miss it.
A story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
That was not cool. That was not cool. Jump scares. Kinda looks like other people are screwed on the road too. Oh, why is there a roadblock? Been here. Excuse my driving. Well, that isn't cool.
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
jump a fence. Clearly not an athlete.
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need a week.
Not done?
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. Not, well, get me?
Yes, I get you.
Barry had talked about birds over the phone.
So glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I blocked the chimney. This isn't normal. These birds are weird.
Birds do I have to kill? Nice.
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
Bye now.
See you soon.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the Oh Dear
Diner.
Good girl.